What's up, everybody? My name is Jason Stockstill. As you can tell by the title of this video, it's going to be a little controversial, but I'm here to talk about firearms in the 21st century. Are they good? Are they bad? Are they necessary? What's the point? If everybody's safe and we have police officers and we have military people and higher authority that carry weapons, why do we, as the civilians of the United States of America, need firearms? This is a very hot topic and I'm interested to discuss it to you. I'd like to start off by reading a couple quotes by some of our founding fathers. I think you're going to find this very interesting. The strongest reason for people to retain the right to keep and bear arms is, as a last resort, to protect themselves against the tyranny of government. Our very own Thomas Jefferson said that. Listen to this one. The Constitution shall never be construed to prevent the people of the United States who are peaceable citizens from keeping their own arms. Samuel Adams said that. These are just a few of the many quotes that were said during the 1700s that our founding fathers found it so necessary to have the right to bear arms, the Second Amendment. Now, in today's age, we don't have a lot of war going on like they did back then. Firearms indeed won our freedom from the British people. Without weapons, particularly guns, we could have never got America. We could have never won America. So, in today's age, how does that relate? You know, in the 21st century, we don't have wars going on. We don't have all that stuff. We don't have people attacking us and militia and Indians trying to take our land and things like that going on. But what we do have is people with bad motives, bad intentions, criminals, so to say, that could potentially cause harm to you and your family. I believe because it is our right to own a gun, every family should own a gun. Think about this for a minute. If every person in America had a shotgun, a rifle, or a pistol in their home, do you think that there would be a lot of robbery taking place? Do you think that there would be a lot of crime going on in the homes from outside people? No, it's actually quite the opposite. There would be a lot more peace. You see, a firearm is not a weapon until it's put into the hands of somebody who has bad intentions. A gun or a firearm is simply a tool, just like an axe or a chainsaw. They can be used for good and to help you do things and accomplish things. They're a tool, but if you put them in the wrong hands, they become a weapon. The moment someone wants to inflict harm on another human being, it turns into a weapon. A gun cannot make a decision on its own. A gun is a piece of plastic and metal and a bullet, usually about this size. And you see, it can't make the decision, but the person holding it can make a decision. You see, I grew up in the country. We grew up not only shooting guns, but collecting guns. I myself am a gun collector. I own miniguns, shotguns, rifles, pistols. I am an avid gun collector and speaker of guns. But what I would like to say to you is, who are kind of on the fence and say, I don't think I should have a gun. I don't think Americans should have a gun. Let me ask you a question. I'm not a conspiracy theorist by any means, but this is what I'm saying. Just as Thomas Jefferson said, if the tyranny of government became too big and it was necessary for you to defend yourself, or not even government, what if someone broke into your home? How are you going to defend yourself against them? Say they have a weapon. What are you going to do in that moment? See, a weapon gives us the power to fight back. It gives us the responsibility to fight back. I carry a weapon back home. I don't carry a weapon here because it's school policy, and I am in college. But back home, I do carry a gun on me. I am a licensed carrier, and what that means for me is I now have a new level of responsibility as a citizen of the United States. If I see trouble, and I see something going on, I have the legal right to inflict deadly force if deemed necessary. And you know what? I could potentially save somebody's life from miserable harm taking place to them and detriment coming to their family. I want to kind of talk to you about something that's dear to my heart as well, and that's hunting. I know a lot of people up north and things like that, they don't get down with hunting and stuff like that, but listen, parents, one of the greatest things you can do for your kids is take them out in the woods and take them hunting. Put a gun in their hand. It teaches them responsibility. Your kids are not stupid. They can figure it out. They're not going to kill you. Everything that happens as far as accident-wise with a firearm is due to misinstruction or misbehavior with a firearm. That can be prevented by going through safety classes and by being properly instructed on how to use a firearm. I've hunted my whole life. I've been shooting guns since I was 5 years old, and I've never had a problem with that because I was taught properly how to handle a firearm. If you or someone else has been affected by a firearm, or if you've had trouble with them, or you know a family member who was killed by one, and your perspective is that all guns are bad, please just hear me out for just a second. It is not the gun that does damage, it's the person with the gun that does damage. A lot of people say, we should just take away every gun in America, that way there won't be anything. Criminals are criminals. They'll get their hands on guns. Then the only people that have guns is criminals, and we won't be able to defend ourselves. That's a problem. Because if you were in a situation where you were in your home and a group of men came in your house with guns, what are you going to do? There's nothing you can do. You have no defense against that. But if you are smart and you keep a gun in your home, you have a much better chance of not only saving the lives of your family, but saving your property and your possessions as well. You know, it's 9 out of 10 robbers are less likely to break into your home or car if they know you have a weapon on you or on your property somewhere. That's statistics. Look it up. You know, there's a county in Georgia that in order to live there, you have to have a CCL license. A CCL license is a concealed carry license. That means everyone over 21 has to have a concealed carry license. Do you know what the crime rate in that county is? 0%. Yes, that's right. 0%. It's a utopia, and it doesn't make sense. You say, well, everybody's got guns, it's going to be crazy. No, that's not true. Everybody else respects each other because they know, hey, if I do something stupid, it's on me. It's me that gets in trouble. I could get shot. I could lose my life over this. I am not going to try something like that. That's what I'm talking about. If everybody has a gun, everybody learns respect. Now, for those of you who have never held a gun, have never seen a gun, it consists of 3 parts. A stock, which is usually wood or plastic, an action, which reloads and unloads the gun, and a bullet. Those 3 parts, that's it. Just 3 parts, and it looks all fancy and mechanical, but it's really not. It consists of those 3 parts. And I would like to show you a gun here, but it's campus policy that I cannot. So I have a picture for you actually of what an actual firearm looks like for those of you, or a standard firearm. I'm sure you've seen a gun in a movie or whatnot, but this is a standard rifle. Oh, let me get that a little closer for you. That is called a Browning X-Bolt hunting rifle. It is a 30-06. That's what we use to hunt deer. That is a standard gun. It's a very safe mechanism, and it's a tool for us to have fun. Hunting is a hobby for me and my brothers, our family. We go out there, we get in nature, and a lot of people say, hey, what's the point of hunting? We have a grocery store. Well, next time you eat meat, consider how it got on the table. I'll get past that because I understand that's a little sensitive for some of you vegetarians. Shots fired. But I would like to tell you that the next time that you're in a store or something like that, why don't you go to a counter and actually hold a gun? Actually feel one. And I encourage every person that's watching this video, I am an advocate of you purchasing a weapon to keep in your home as a defense mechanism. You never know who is around the corner in your neighborhood. Most robberies take place from people that live within a mile from your home. So I encourage you, get a weapon, keep it in your home, use it as a home defense mechanism when necessary. I also encourage you to get your CCL license, concealed carry license. It brings a level of responsibility, and it is necessary for you to walk in a level of maturity. Yes, that is true, but you could save somebody's life. Just to kind of close and wrap this up, I've been saved 3 times by a pistol. Yes, 3 times. My life has been saved because I had a gun in my vehicle. I keep a gun under my driver's seat. 3 different times I've had not just one person, but several people with baseball bats, with different types of weapon, approach my car to not only jump me, but break into my car, bust into everything. And all I did was pull a gun out, and it changed the whole game. They immediately backed away. There was an instant response of respect. There was an instant response of change amongst those people. Hey, I don't want to lose my life. That's what that presented. And so just something to think about, something to, kind of get your wheels turning about weapons. I am an advocate of weapons.